नंबर चूज करोगे डेटा टाइप, अब डेटा टाइप नंबर दो चीजों के लिए ध्यान में रखो चूज करोगे, या तो आपको उससे रिलेटेड कोई कैलकुलेशन करनी है, फॉर एग्जांपल फोन नंबर से क्या कैलकुलेशन होगी, कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं होगी फोन नंबर से, सो अगेन फोन नंबर में भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है। दूसरी बात, अगर मैं सपोज बोलती हूँ आपको कॉलेज रोल नंबर, कॉलेज रोल नंबर में भी कोई कैलकुलेशन तो हो नहीं सकती है, और दूसरी बात कॉलेज रोल नंबर में अगर स्टार्टिंग में 0 होगा तो वो इट विल नॉट टेक इट। लेट मी जस्ट शो इट टू यू, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड। I think this was the one that we created in this batch. So it says student data, and let me go to the design. Yeah, see, all of you see this college roll number. Please check your files that you have created and please confirm to me right now, in college roll number, what data type have you chosen? Please check your files and confirm. I'm waiting for your answers. In college roll number, what data type have you chosen? Anyone?
Text.
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 Okay. Is there anybody who has chosen number? Okay, let me show you something. Just a minute. Let's say I choose it to be number, and then I go here on the data sheet. You see, automatically 0 जो डाला था वो गायब हो गया जैसे ही मैंने रोल नंबर किया, और उसने मुझे वार्न भी किया था कि some data might be lost. Now let me just get back to it again and show you something. Let's say I choose it to be text. Now the moment I choose it to be text, I can add 0 here. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry, I just realized. Sorry, I'll just share. Here. Let me again show you. Just hold on. I hope it is visible. So yeah, here when I'm mentioning 0, and if I go back to the data type, please note here the data type is college roll number. Since the data type college roll number is text, that is why I was able to put 0 before your roll number. But now let's say I change this text type to number. Now the moment I will change it to number, it says that setting of the field size property of one or more field has been changed to a shorter size. If data is lost, validation rules may be violated. As a result, do you want to continue anyway? I said yes. Now what happens? See, automatically college roll number में से 0 हट गया. तो फिर ऑब्वियस सी बात है, अगर मेरे रोल नंबर में 0 है तो वो नंबर नहीं लेगा, उसको मुझे डेटा टाइप टेक्स्ट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. और लेट्स से आई एम सेइंग कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, तो कई बार आप कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर में डालते हो, नंबर डाल देते हो और 0 लिख देते हो आगे. अगेन अगर आप इसको नंबर करके 0 लिखोगे तो वो उसको नहीं लेगा. So I am reminding you, you will take a data type as number only when you think there are going to be calculations involved, or you are not going to start with 0 as a number. Is this clear? Okay, all right.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is something we did. We also did data type like yes or no, and we did data type of data, date and time, etc. So I think this entire table was made by all of you. Anybody who did not make this table, please let me know. So I assume by now you know how to create table. Okay, let me go to the second thing now. So I'm ending this table here. Okay, I gave you certain homework if I remember correctly. Am I right? The
Yes,
health records. Yeah, the health records. How many of you were able to do that? मैंने खाली tables ही बोला था, सारा question करने को नहीं बोला था. Anybody who has done that? Okay, so I have someone who has done that. That is Lipsa, Anirudh, Khushi, Nancy, Krishna, Ritika. All right, Nisha, Manvi, Swapnil. Great. Did you find any problem in the question? Don't worry, I'm going to do it here. I'm going to check it also. Don't worry. Was there any doubt or any problem in the question? You were only able to create tables or anything else? Okay. I would request one of you. Yes, beta. Anirudh, bolo.
मैम लिमिट सेट करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी.
हाँ, वो मैं भी. I will do that. Don't worry. Okay, Anirudh, can you share your screen if I ask you to? Is it possible?
नो मैम, सीक्रेट डिवाइस है. आपको मैं कैमरा ऑन करके शो कर सकता हूँ.
नहीं, रुक जाओ. लेट्स ट्राई कि अगर कोई शेयर कर सकता है तो उसके थ्रू वी विल अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, विस्मय, कैन यू शेयर योर स्क्रीन? Okay. Who can share the screen? Please let me know. Is there anybody who can share the screen? Laptop se
Yes,
koi
ma'am,
kar-
I can.
Lipsa, you can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to make you a presenter. Just hold on. Give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please try now, Lipsa. I am stopping sharing my thing. Yeah, I've stopped it. You can try now. Yes, Lipsa, you can share. Fine. So Lipsa is sharing. Okay, Lipsa, just go on the design view, please.
Ma'am, yes.
अच्छा ये वाला तो लिप्सा वो वाला है मैं हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड्स वाला बोल रही हूँ
Oh, sorry, ma'am, 1 minute.
वो किया कि नहीं किया
मैम हाँ किया है.
हाँ वो खोलो ओके पेशेंट्स वाला खोल दो पहले पेशेंट्स वाला टेबल द फर्स्ट टेबल इज पेशेंट्स एवरीवन प्लीज हैव अ लुक yeah okay stop here can you go on the design view
Yes, ma'am.
all right so code is there and so fine you have included short text and street and colony and data okay I want to check here for sex okay just go on the data sheet view Lipsa
Yes, ma'am.
ओके प्लीज कम टू सेक्स रानू मंडल के सेक्स वाले उस पे आ जाओ हाँ क्लिक करो या ओके फाइन ग्रेट थैंक्स ओके
Yes.
लिप्सा देन गो बैक टू कंसल्टेशन नाउ डिजाइन टेबल okay wait here so you have code and short text okay all right wait here now and listen to me everyone clearly and she will follow what I am doing then I will start sharing my screen see I have to just tell you one thing since here in the question if you note for code in the second table it mentions identity of patient within bracket foreign key so I think by now the theory that we have done and you would understand we said that there is something known as a primary key and there is something known as a foreign key now here, this is not a primary key, okay? So the moment it says it's a foreign key, what I'll do is, जो यहाँ पे left side में primary key का sign आ रहा है, मैं इसको हटाऊंगी. Can you do that, Lipsa, or shall I tell you how you will do it? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Lipsa. All right. So that's it. And then now can I see the data sheet view of this, Lipsa? Yeah, and diagnosis of A1121. Yeah. Okay. Just go back to patients once more and data sheet view of patients. Okay. So you have, I'm sure, made sure that the employee code are matching and all, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Lipsa. You can stop sharing. I might ask you later in the class to share again.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so yeah, fine. Thank you, Lipsa. Just stop sharing. I will also just give me a second. Okay, so now what we'll do is create relationships. I don't think we did it last time. So the first thing that we have done in Access is first thing all of you know, and that is that how do you create tables? Okay, I assume all of you by now know how to create tables. Is there anybody who doesn't know how to create tables? Okay. So now we're going to the second step, which is creating relationships. So all of you have this kind of a data, although I haven't I've just created some random data for like one person or so. And just give me a minute. Just a second. Okay, and just a minute, let's see if we have anything in consultation. So the codes we have is 1 and 2. I want to show you something, just keep your eyes here. See what happened. So now let's get back to the question, all of you. And I have already put this constraint. I'm not very sure if all of you have put this constraint or not. How many of you were able to put this constraint? Please raise your hands. Nobody? Okay, let's understand then how to put validation text. Okay, Manvi was able to do that. Good, Manvi. Okay, let's understand how do we put, even Lipsa was able to do that. That's great. Okay, let me reverse the question. My question is, how many of you were able to put the validation rule? How many of you were not able to put it? Please raise your hands. How? Yeah, okay. All right. So there are more people who were not able to do it. So we are going to start from there only. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just opening the question so that I can read it to you also and explain to you the other things that we were supposed to do. Just give me a second. So it's 10.4 question number. So see, in the question, it is written about this validation text and validation rule. So I'm going to first read it to you and then I'm going to explain to you how this is done. Although I believe I did it in the class, but it's okay if you were not able to manage. Just a minute, I'm just opening the question. Yeah, I think it's here. Okay, so I'm reading it for you. In the question, after the tables are given, there are two things that are there. One is this identity of patient and date of consultation together constitute the composite key for consultation table. So if you remember in the theory class only, I think today morning only, if I remember correctly, we have done something known as composite key. Now, what is a composite key? Composite key is when you are putting two attributes, not one. Primary key was when there was one attribute which was actually giving uniqueness to each record. You could put that as a primary key. But then composite key is when you will have more than one attribute and they will combine as basically a composite key. Let me first explain to you, I think that, and then we'll come back to this point. So note, it says identity of patient and date of consultation together constitute the composite key for consultation table. So I go on the consultation table. All of you please see. In the consultation table, yeah, I'll have to change that for. All right. So here in the consultation table, we have just noticed, I hope all of you have removed the primary key from code. Have you removed it? Yes or no? Please raise your hands if you have removed the primary key from code. If you have not, please remove it. Why? Because it's a foreign key. Make sure you have removed it. Okay. All right. Great. Now see here. How are we going to create a composite key? It is saying composite key kaun si hai? Code or dated. So please look at this very carefully. Now, the moment I get this arrow, you see an arrow, dark black arrow, I will drag ऊपर से कोड से लेके dated तक मैं इसे drag करूंगी and then छोड़ दूंगी. The moment I leave it, मैं ऊपर जाऊंगी primary key पे and I will click on primary key. Okay, all of you please try this. It might take a little time for some people. Please do it. And once you're able to create a composite key, please confirm to me in the chat box. Whoever is facing any problem, let me know. I'm waiting.
मैम एक बार फिर से मतलब
फिर से बता दूं. एक सेकंड बेटा, मैं इसे हटा देती हूँ पहले प्राइमरी की को. एंड यहाँ पे देखो, जैसे मैं यहाँ गई कोड पे, एक ब्लैक कलर का डार्क एरो सा दिखेगा. जब मुझे वो दिखना शुरू होगा तब मैं इसको ऐसे ड्रैग करूंगी ऊपर से और नीचे डेटेड तक लाऊंगी और इसको छोड़ दूंगी. जैसे ही छोड़ूंगी ऊपर प्राइमरी की पे क्लिक करूंगी, दोनों प्राइमरी कीज मुझे कोड और डेटेड के सामने दिखेंगी. प्लीज चेक इफ यू आर एबल टू डू इट और नॉट. प्लीज डू इट and tell me if you're done. Anyone who's done can raise his hands. So I think Manvi is done. Others, please do it. Krishna is done. Any difficulty, any problem, let me know. Anirudh is done. So basically what I'm saying is that we create a composite key when what is happening, like in this case, if I'll show you, there is a code and there is a date of consultation. Both have been together put to create a composite key. This is what a composite key is, when you have two attributes, more than one attribute, and you have combined them to create the uniqueness. That is why we have created like this. The identity of the patient and date of consultation together constitute the composite key for consultation table. Is it clear? Any question? Can I go ahead? If I can go, please write a yes in the chat box. Okay. Now let me read the question further and let me confirm from you also. It says required, create a database named as health center for the health center. So I might ask you, what is the name that you have given to your access file? क्या नाम दिया आपने access file को अपनी?
Health center.
Yes. You will have to give the same name. So like we have practical or question. This is important. You have points for it. अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में कुछ नाम देने को बोला है और आप कुछ और नाम दे रहे हो तो उसके मार्क्स कटेंगे. ठीक है. Secondly, establish and implement referential integrity between the fields of the tables. Now, what does this mean? This basically means creating relationship. But before I come to this, let me just come to the next part. That is, incorporate a constraint to specify that the consultation fees is not below 500 per patient per day. Specify an appropriate message if the fees entered violates the specified condition. So where I go, fees कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पे है टेबल में, कहीं नहीं है. एक सेकेंड, मैंने यहाँ पे डाला ही नहीं है, शायद लास्ट वाला चेक कर लूँ एक बार. हाँ, ये रहा फीस रिसीव्ड, ये रहा. ठीक है. So we have this here. Let me just first add this also. I think, I doubt if I have added, but let me just confirm if I have added. Otherwise question, okay, I've added it. And one more thing I want to confirm is the description. I think I haven't written. So let me write the description for diagnosis, which is प्लीज नोट, मैंने कैपिटल वगैरह नहीं किया, बट एग्जैक्टली क्वेश्चन में आप एग्जैक्टली वैसे ही करेंगे जैसे आपको गिवन होगा. ठीक है. Okay, so we are here, right? So now he's saying कि मुझे क्या करना है, अमाउंट जो मेरा ये फीस है करेंसी पे, जब मैं यहाँ जाती हूँ तो यहाँ पे नीचे एक ऑप्शन है वैलिडेशन रूल. यू सी आई हैव ऑलरेडी पुट इट सिंस आई हैड अनदर लैब बैच विद सेक्शन बी टुडे. सो आई विल शो यू हाउ आई डिड इट. सो वैलिडेशन रूल में मैंने लिखा, वो कह रहा है कि 500 से कम नहीं होनी चाहिए, विच मीन्स ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू होनी चाहिए, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 500. एंड देन वो कहता है कि मेरे को वैलिडेशन का एक टेक्स्ट आना चाहिए अगर वो 500 से कम है. सो आई राइट, ये मेरी मर्जी है मैं क्या लिखूं, आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. अगर क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है एग्जैक्टली क्या लिखना है तो यू विल राइट दैट. सो लाइक हियर इट इज स्पेसिफाई एन एप्रोप्रिएट मैसेज इफ द फीस एंटर्ड वायलेट्स द स्पेसिफाइड कंडीशन. So let's say for me, I have written fees less than not permitted. It's up to you what you want to write it. Now, the moment I write it and I go back to my data, and if I see, I'm sorry, just I have opened the pivot chart. Yeah. I see here, if I will change this, मैं इसको 500 से कम करूंगी तो क्या होगा, ये होगा. तो वो मैसेज आ जाएगा जो मैंने वैलिडेशन टेक्स्ट में लिखा है, that is fees less than not permitted. Okay. do it and get back to me. I'm waiting. Please put the validation text and the validation rule and confirm by raising your hands that you've done it. Vismay has done it. What about others? So has Nancy, Lipsa, Megha, Krishna, Aniruddha. All right. Fine. So this is clear. So now, by the way, I think hopefully all of you know how tables are created. What are the different types, data types? Like we have text, number, yes and no, date and time, and you have lookup wizard, and how to put validation rule and validation text. Okay, so we go a little further, and that is relationships. Now we are creating relationships, some part of theory which we did in the class also today in the morning. So let's understand this now. Just a minute. Not today in the morning, I think yesterday, I don't remember when. Okay, now let me come here. So now please listen to this very carefully. I am going to tell you the steps for developing or creating a relationship. Make sure you have a register and a pen. You write down the steps. I am going to ask any of you the step one by one, and I am going to show it to you how it is to be done, and you are going to do it. Okay, now see here. So at the top, all of you see this ribbon where you have file, home, create, external data, database tools, fields, and table. Okay. First step is you will click on database tools. Now, please make sure before making the relationship, before creating the relationship, close your tables. How do you close them? Like for example, this table is open. यहाँ पे आपको छोटा सा cross दिख रहा है. Cross it. And जो दूसरा टेबल भी खुला है उस पे भी आप क्रॉस करेंगे. रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करने से पहले you will close both the tables and then you clicked on database tools. Second, after database tools, can you all see relationships? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Click on relationships. Now this was something which was done earlier, so I'll just hide it. In case you also get it, you can hide it from here. Okay. Now, I am going to create a relationship. How? The third step. First was database tools. Second was relationship. Third is if you can see the show table, or if you cannot see the show table, you can click on design and you can click on show table. Can you click on show table, all of you? Do you see this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, since I want to create a relationship between both these tables, and you have to notice which is the parent table, patients or consultation? Anybody? Which is the patients? Yeah. So first you click on patients, add it. Then you click on consultation and add it. Close it. Okay. Now that you have added all the tables, what we'll do is I'll go from code, जहाँ पे मेरी primary key already है, and composite key मुझे right side में दिख रही है. I can drag from code to code here. जैसे ही मैं drag करूंगी, मुझे ये table खुला हुआ मिल जाएगा. I am giving you 5 minutes. All of you reach here. Please do this much. I am waiting. करके मुझे बताओ. Are you done till this?
Ma'am, please explain one more time.
Yeah. I will explain, but I will also make sure you are writing it in your registers, because you don't write the steps and then ऐसे नहीं होता बेटा, याद नहीं होता, ठीक है? इसको लिखो साथ के साथ. So listen to me very carefully. I am saying first I will click on database tools. That's the first step. Second, I will click on relationships. Third, I will click on design. Fourth, I will click on show table. Now, when I get to see both the tables, one by one, I will add the tables, the parent table first and the next table next. And then I will get these two tables. Once I get these two tables, I drag from one code to another code. And the moment I drag, I will get this table. Is this clear? Please do it. Try with your hands and then tell me whenever you face the problem, wherever you face the problem. Please do it, all of you. And I'll check in the chat. So if you're done or not. Vismay, you're done?
Ma'am, I got only this much option.
Khushi, which option you did not get, beta?
Ma'am, only table queries and both, not design.
डिजाइन नहीं बोला मैंने उस पे. सुनो मेरी बात सुनो, मुझे स्क्रीन दिखाओ अच्छे से, साफ से नहीं दिख रही. क्लियरली फोकस करो. अच्छा ऐसा करो, स्टेप 1 से स्टार्ट करो. पहले डेटाबेस टूल्स पे क्लिक करो. क्लिक ऑन डेटाबेस टूल्स.
Yes, ma'am, database.
क्लिक ऑन रिलेशनशिप.
मैम ऑप्शन क्लिक नहीं हो रहा रिलेशनशिप्स पे, मतलब उस पे आ रहा है बट क्लिक नहीं हो रहा.
ठीक है, तो फोटो खींच के भेजो क्योंकि मुझे दिख ही नहीं रहा है. तुम्हारे बहुत हेजी स्क्रीन आ रही है, तो यू डोंट हैव कंट्रोल ओवर दैट. ढंग से भेजो, मुझे दिख नहीं रहा बिल्कुल. Yes, others, do you have any problem? ये टेबल आ गया? Everyone is getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm moving on. Now please see, Khushi, you send the picture and then I'll explain to you. So all of you see यहाँ क्या दिखा है? ऊपर लिखा है edit relationships. So सबसे पहला टेबल मेरा दिखा रहा है patient, related टेबल दिखा रहा है consultation. दोनों का common क्या है? Code आपका. Now in the theory class also we discussed today that you have to enforce referential integrity. That is, you have to create a relationship between these two tables. So you click on this, enforce referential integrity. Let me explain. आप करने को तो cascade update related fields भी कर सकते हो, cascade delete related records भी कर सकते हो, but अभी we are not doing it, which means that एक में आपकी field अगर update होगी दूसरे में भी हो जाएगी, delete करेंगे एक में से record तो दूसरे में से भी हो जाएगा. So we are not doing that. So the moment I click, नीचे आ गया relationship type one to many. And then on the right, I have an option of create. I click on create. All of you check, do you get this or not? So has Khushi sent it? Yeah, so I think there is something, some picture in the chat box that Khushi has sent. Let me check. हाँ बेटा खुशी, तुम रिलेशनशिप किसके बीच में क्रिएट कर रही हो? तुम्हारे तो पूरे टेबल में पेज टेबल ही एक है. एक टेबल के बीच में कैसे रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करोगे? कंसल्टेशन वाला टेबल कहाँ है? खुशी, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to create the consultation. You have to have at least two tables to create a relationship, everyone. ठीक है खुशी?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, please do it. I can give you 5 minutes. If please tell me if I'm too fast. I can wait for 5 minutes to reach here. Do you want me to wait? Please let me know.
Ma'am, can you please show the last process?
Ma'am.
Yeah, I'm repeating the process. Please listen to this very carefully. हाँ बोलो बोलो.
Ma'am, I had made two tables. Two
Who is this?
relationship.
खुशी.
खुशी.
नहीं, मेरे को जो फोटो आई है उसमें तो तू नहीं है, एक ही है अभी जो तुमने भेजा.
मैंने एक्चुअली मैंने कंसल्टेशन और पेशेंट दोनों का बनाया है.
एक बनाया होगा, लेकिन जो टेबल तुमने भेजा है अभी, जिसकी फोटो खींच के भेजी है, उसमें सिर्फ पेशेंट का टेबल है. लेफ्ट साइड पे नेविगेशन पेन में देखो, खाली पेशेंट का टेबल है. चेक करो, ये देखो मैंने दिखा दिया.
तो मैम
दिख रहा है?
मैं तो क्रिएट कैसे करूं, मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ.
क्या
Yes,
पूछ?
ma'am.
बोलो. हाँ बोलो, क्या पूछ रही हो?
हम क्या करूं मैम, तो दोनों में रिलेशनशिप.
नहीं, दोनों में तो तुम तब क्रिएट करोगे जब तुम दो टेबल्स क्रिएट करोगे. तुमने जो फोटो मुझे भेजी है उसमें टेबल दोनों है ही नहीं. रेस्ट ऑफ यू कैन ऑल्सो सी इन द चैट बॉक्स. खुशी ने जो फोटो भेजी है, ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज सी, उसमें एक ही टेबल दिख रहा है ना पेशेंट का. कंसल्टेशन का टेबल कहीं दिख रहा है? प्लीज कंफर्म टू मी एवरीवन.
No, ma'am. Single table is visible.
हाँ, तो खुशी आपका तो टेबल ही नहीं है उसमें. दूसरा कंसल्टेशन का टेबल कहाँ है? आप लेफ्ट साइड पे देखो ना, आपने जो मुझे फोटो भेजी है, कहाँ है उसमें कंसल्टेशन का टेबल?
ओके मैम.
है ना? एक बार चेक करो आप, फिर मुझे बताओ प्रॉब्लम है तो. I'll wait. Okay, so is everyone with me or shall I wait? Please tell me. Write your inputs in the chat box, then only I will go ahead.
Ma'am, the last step.
Okay, last steps. Okay. So I said click on the database tools, then you will click on relationships. Then after clicking on that, you will click on design. In design, it will give you an option of show table. The moment you go on show table, it will give you those two tables. So first you will click on patients and add. Second, you will click on consultations and add. And then you will drag from code to code. The moment you will drag, you will get a window like, just a minute, I'll show you this. So here it will be patients and consultation, code. You will click on enforce referential integrity, and automatically your relationship will be updated to one to many, and then you can create. So this is what you will get. Is everyone getting it or not? Please let me know.
Ma'am, my relationship type is 1-to-1.
Yeah, okay, not a problem. Don't worry. Who is this? What's her name?
Kalpana Rathod.
Kalpana, can you share your screen?
No, ma'am, I have joined from phone, so.
Then send the picture, please, of both the tables. Send a picture of both the tables and design view of both the tables, please. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta. Bolo.
ma'am, how are we going to know that which is the parent table and which is the other table?
Yeah. Okay. All right. See, there are two ways. In the sense, in the question, if you look at the question, okay. So question में पहली बात सबसे पहले टेबल कौन सा दिया है? पेशेंट्स का टेबल दिया है ना? तो मतलब हमारे पास रिलेशनशिप क्या है कि भाई किस पेशेंट ने कंसल्टेशन ली? बेसिकली दैट इज द रिलेशनशिप वी हैव. Rather than consultation का पेशेंट के साथ आप रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट नहीं कर सकते. Obviously, the first table is patient, and that is how you will get to know that this is the parent table. Is this clear?
Mom, any table which has a primary key, that is the parent table.
Even that is true, yes. Which is actually the first table only. You're right, Vaishnavi. Okay, something in the chat box I think I have. So Manan has sent something, I think. I will just check Manan. Hold on. Database. Yeah, I just told you, Manan, listen to me very carefully. I gave you the instructions, everyone, that before starting to create the relationship, you have to close both the tables. This is what it says. It says database engine could not lock the table consultation because it is already in use by another person or process. Which means आपने टेबल को क्रॉस नहीं किया है मनन. Try doing that, मनन.
I have not listened at that time.
टेबल को क्रॉस करके देखो मनन हो रहा है कि नहीं. Please let me know, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Anybody else who's having a problem, please let me know.
Done, ma'am.
हो गया ना? ठीक हो गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So please remember, before you create relationships, you have to close your tables. Even if you will not close, इस type का message आपको remind करेगा कि आपको पहले tables को close करना है. ठीक है? Clear? All right. So I think I should go on. Now this is the relationship. This is the type of relationship that has been created between the patients and the consultation. Okay. So please understand, two steps that we have already done covered in Access are, the first one was that you're going to create tables. The moment you create tables, the second thing that you're going to do is create relationships, since it's a relational database. Now also please notice that it's a relational database, and the third step that we are going to move towards is going to be queries. Now by queries, what do I mean? So in the question, you will have things like, there will be certain queries that will be given to you and you will have to solve them. Okay, let me just get back to this question that I had and just quickly check if there is something that, yeah. Okay, it says write and execute query that retrieves codes and name of the patient's date of consultation and consultation fees paid by patients suffering from fever. The query should only show the names of those patients who have exactly 6 characters in their name. And then there is another thing which is known as create a linked form to enter the data in the tables. That's separately done. That is form and query. Prepare a report, the last part of the question, that is prepare a report that shows the patient details and the fees paid by them as per the format given below with the sum of the fees paid by the individual patients. Okay. Now, before we do this, I just want to confirm from each one of you that this table that you have, Have you entered records in this table? Yes or no? Please let me know. Have you entered records in this table? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does that mean we can proceed towards query? Please confirm. But before we proceed towards query, I want to confirm. Okay, so somebody has again sent. Just hold on. Yeah, so Khushi has sent. Let me check. Right, now you have both the tables, Khushi. That's fine. Just hold on. Okay, Khushi, send me the design view of both the tables, please. You are sending me the data sheet view. Send me the design view. Yeah, that's why I asked you to join from laptops. I don't know why you don't join from laptops. Anyway, just send me the design views. Yeah. So all of you are ready. All of you are ready with these two things. Let me know. You have created both the tables. You have put in the data in both the tables. And lastly, you have created a relationship that is one to many. Yes or no? Is there anything that is missing? Please tell me. हो गया सबका इतना? Aksa, are you ready? Aksa,
Yes, ma'am.
can you share your screen?
Ma'am, I've joined it with my phone.
Okay. How about Garima? Garima, are you there?
Ma'am, I am also joined from phone. I have also joined from phone.
ऐसा क्यों करते हो तुम लोग यार?
Ma'am, actually, there's some problem in my laptop. That's why.
Okay. But फिर कर तो लैपटॉप में ही रही होगी ना एक्सेस की नहीं?
Yes.
Okay. Nancy, what about you? Can you share? Can't hear you, Nancy. Can you share your screen?
I can share.
You're not audible, Nancy. Can you share your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to make you the presenter. Hold on. Okay, now you can share, Nancy. Please share. Yeah, so let's just wait. Because I just want to make sure that there are not many errors that you people are creating, and then we'll move on.
मैम
Yes,
मैंने चैट बॉक्स में एक पिक्चर दिया, उसमें मैंने दोनों टेबल बनाया, वो आपको दिख रहा है मैम। उसके बाद मैं क्या करूँ रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करने के लिए?
बेटा आप मेरी बात नहीं सुनते पूरी। मैंने आपको बोला, आपने मुझे डेटा शीट व्यू भेजा है, आप मुझे डिजाइन व्यू भेजो दोनों टेबल्स का।
ओके मैम, ओके मैम।
5 मिनट पहले ये बात बोली है। हाँ, या नैंसी जस्ट शो मी। और हाँ, ओके, ऑलराइट, आई कैन सी दैट। सो आई हैव पेशेंट, आई हैव कोड्स, ओके फाइन। कैन यू शो मी द डेटा शीट व्यू ऑफ बोथ द टेबल्स, नैंसी?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just wait here. So you have fever. हेपेटाइटिस की स्पेलिंग गलत है। पेशेंट्स पे जाओ। Okay. 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 Now, fine. Thank you, Nancy. This is what I wanted to check actually. So she has put in data for like 3 people. I request all of you, I'm giving you 5 minutes to at least put data for at least 10 people. 10 people. Okay. Please do it. I'm waiting till then. I will resolve this issue that she's facing. And I must inform you one thing. 10 people का मतलब ये नहीं है, I have a question from you. 10 people का मतलब ये नहीं है कि अलग अलग जना। क्या मैं repetition कर सकती हूँ? Can anybody answer? Can I repeat the same person twice? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but you will have to keep a track of the date of consultation. वो date different होगी, right? क्योंकि एक जना 2 बार आ सकता है डॉक्टर के पास, but date of consultation बदल जाएगी। तो आप you have the liberty of using the same code again. Okay. Then I have something in the chat box. I am doing this. Please, all of you, when you're done with all the 10 entries, raise your hand. Till then, I am going to resolve the questions. हाँ, खुशी देख रही हूँ। खुशी मैं देख
Ma'am,
रही
can
हूँ।
we close this relationship?
क्या बेटा?
Ma'am, can we close this relationship?
हाँ हाँ, you can close it. You can close it. Khushi, I'm just having a look at what you have sent. Just give me a minute. So consultation, BPay. एम्प्लॉय कोड एंड बी पे। ये क्या भेज रहे हो, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा खुशी। ये तो डिंक का टेबल खुला हुआ है ऊपर, हम हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड्स कर रहे हैं, ऊपर तुम्हारा डिंक आ रहा है, नीचे टेबल तुम्हारा कंसल्टेशन और पेशेंट बना हुआ है, पेशेंट के अंदर तुमने एम्प्लॉय कोड और बी पे लिखा हुआ है। खुशी सुन रही हो मेरी बात? इसीलिए मैंने आप लोगों को बोला था एक फोल्डर बनाओ, उसमें अलग अलग फाइल्स क्रिएट करना। डिंक की एक अलग फाइल क्रिएट हुई होगी आप लोगों की, हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड्स के नाम से एक अलग फाइल क्रिएट हुई होगी। खुशी आर यू लिस्निंग बेटा? लुक अ लिटिल
यस
कंफ्यूज।
मैम।
समझ रही हो क्या गलती की है?
यस मैम।
हाँ, सुनो मेरी बात। एक तुम्हारे फोल्डर में एक डिंक के नाम से टेबल होगा, डिंक के नाम से फाइल होगी, और अभी जो हम क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं वो डिंक वाला नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम वो क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं जो होमवर्क में आई हैड सेंट यू, एंड द वन दैट इज हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड्स वाला। ओके, so you're getting confused between two questions. I hope nobody is getting confused like this. Please let me know if there is any confusion. I will clarify that. Okay, so I'm waiting for all of you to raise your hands. Let me just wait. Or maybe I can also add a few names.
Ma'am, how to change name of database?
Just hold on, beta. I'll tell you. You have this option on the left, file. Click on file और यहाँ पे save database as कर दो, and जब save database as करोगी तो वो नाम देगा, वहां से नाम change कर दो. Just do it.
We have to put health center.
Yes, it is health center. Yes, beta. It is health center. Okay, so I was putting in some more data here. Date of consultation इसमें है नहीं, so it will be in the second table. जल्दी.
Ma'am, now please see the chat box.
Yes, beta. Just give me a second. So, Khushi. Okay, so you have code, dated, amount. Yeah, so Khushi, your problem is you haven't created a composite key, beta. We told that code and dated को दोनों को एक composite key बनाना है, तो वो आपने बनाया नहीं है. And जो पहले वाला आपका टेबल है, हाँ बस चलती है अभी तक तो मुझे जो दिख रही है जो आपने भेजा. Create a composite key. I'll show you. If you don't remember, I'll just show you. Hold on. Look here. So this is how the composite key is here. We have to drag on both and then click on primary key. You will get a composite key. उसके बाद you will go to make the relationship. Okay. Others, when you're done, please let me know. I'm waiting for all of you.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not.
checking. Hold on. I'm checking your image. नहीं, दोनों पे ड्रैग करो. देखो मैं कैसे बता रही हूँ. होल्ड करो 1 सेकेंड. इधर चेक करो. ये देखो, ये ऐसे ड्रैग करना है दोनों को जब तक ये नहीं आएगा. मैं फिर से दिखा रही हूँ. ये ऐसा एरो जब आएगा. ओ, आई एम नॉट शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन. होल्ड ऑन. वेट, लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन प्लीज. Okay, Manvi, just waiting for a couple of them to do it and then we'll start. Here you see. So you see, खुशी, ये ऐसा एरो जब आएगा, जब तक ऐसा एरो नहीं आएगा, इन दोनों पे ड्रैग करूंगी मैं एंड देन प्राइमरी की पे क्लिक करूंगी तो दोनों पे प्राइमरी की दिखाएगा. प्लीज डू इट खुशी. Okay, who else is done? Anisha, are you done?
No, ma'am, I am doing.
Okay, no problem. Please do it. No hurry. Till then, so Lipsa, are you done?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no problem.
Ma'am, I'm not getting the option of primary key. I don't know why.
ऊपर नहीं आ रहा. 1 सेकंड रुको.
No, ma'am.
1 मिनट रुको. ऐसा होगा नहीं बेटा. आपको दिख नहीं रहा होगा ऊपर. होल्ड करो. एक काम करो, डेटाबेस टूल्स की जगह होम क्लिक करो. ऊपर रिबन में होम क्लिक करो जरा. क्लिक ऑन डिजाइन. खुशी, क्लिक ऑन डिजाइन. डिजाइन पे आ जाएगा. Just click on design, you'll get an option of primary key.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You can do it. So I'll give you last 5 minutes, all of you, and then we'll start with query designing then. Manan is done.
Yes. यहाँ तक तो हो गया. प्राइमरी की के दोनों ऑप्शंस हो गए. उसके बाद मैं इसको रिलेशनशिप कैसे क्रिएट करूँ?
आप रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करो. स्टेप्स लिखे नहीं रजिस्टर में तुमने अभी भी? I told you to write down the steps now. वो steps follow करो. Akash, are you done?
No, ma'am.
Come on, do it, beta. Krishna, what about you? Okay, so those who are done, just quick questions for you and then we'll move on. So Lipsa, what is the first step to create a relationship? What are you going to click?
Ma'am, first we will go to database tool.
Yes.
Then we will click on relationships.
No, wait. We will click on database tools. Okay, we will click on database tools. Stop there. मैं एक करके पूछूंगी. ठीक है. First step, सुनती रहो खुशी, follow करती रहो. Second step, Nancy,
Yes,
after
ma'am.
database tools, what do I do?
Ma'am will click on relationship.
Yes, click on relationship. Krishna, after that, relationship के बाद
Ma'am, they will click on design and then will click on show table.
Okay, all right. Show table. मानवी, when I get show table, फिर क्या करूंगी उसके बाद show table पे click करने के बाद?
Ma'am, add table and then
Add
drag
table.
it.
So remember, add your first table first, the parent table first, the one which has primary key first, and the second one later. Okay. And then I am going to drag from first primary key to the foreign key. I'll get an option of edit relationship table. Within the edit relationship table, I'll check everything is fine in terms of the names of the table, parent and child. And then I'm going to see that I enforce referential integrity and click. Then the relationship will be created. So, okay, Khushi is showing me. Yes. खुशी डेटेड ऊपर क्यों है और कोड? चलो कोई बात नहीं, अगर हो गया डेटेड और कोड में दोनों में प्राइमरी की आ गई है तो यू कैन क्रिएट द रिलेशनशिप. ओके, सो शैल वी गो अहेड? कैन वी कंटिन्यू? So what we have done, yeah, yes खुशी, this is right. अच्छा, तुम्हारा ये नहीं आ रहा, ठीक है, एक मिनट खुशी, ऊपर करो. हाँ ठीक है, अब इस पे एक सेकंड, इसको क्रॉस करो, क्रॉस करो इसको. ये रिलेशनशिप वाला टेबल आ रहा है, जस्ट क्रॉस इट, या, एंड शो मी द स्क्रीन. ये खाली स्क्रीन क्यों है? ऐड टेबल्स तुमने किए नहीं, इसका मतलब ऊपर चलो, रिबन दिखाओ मुझे. नो नो, शो मी योर रिबन. अरे बेटा, डेटा ही नहीं है आपकी टेबल में, रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट नहीं हो सकता है. You have to add data in your tables. There is no data in your tables, and even if let's say you haven't added, ऊपर चलो, ऊपर चलो, ऊपर चलो, रिबन दिखाओ मुझे, show me the ribbon. हाँ, यहाँ पे जाओ, एक सेकेंड, डेटाबेस टूल्स पे क्लिक करो, क्लिक ऑन डेटाबेस टूल्स, क्लिक ऑन रिलेशनशिप्स, रिलेशनशिप्स, हाँ, क्लिक ऑन डिजाइन, ऊपर है डिजाइन, क्लिक ऑन शो टेबल, शो टेबल, शो टेबल, शो टेबल, शो टेबल पे क्लिक कर. हाँ, शो टेबल दिख तो रहा है, शो टेबल यहाँ पे बेटा. हाँ, अब इसमें एक एक करके टेबल ऐड करो. पहले पेशेंट वाला टेबल ऐड करो, क्लिक करो पेशेंट्स पे, क्लिक ऑन पेशेंट्स, ऐड. नहीं, नीचे ही ऐड. हाँ, आ गया ना. अब दूसरा कंसल्टेशन, क्लिक ऑन कंसल्टेशन, ऐड, क्रॉस कर दो इसे, ज्यादा ऐड हो गए, कोई बात नहीं, अभी डिलीट कर देंगे. क्रॉस करो इसको. हाँ, ये जो एक पेशेंट टेबल है इस पे राइट क्लिक करो, ऑन वन ऑफ द पेशेंट टेबल राइट क्लिक, पेशेंट 1 पे कर दो राइट क्लिक, इस पे नहीं करो, पेशेंट 1 पे करो, राइट क्लिक ऑन पेशेंट 1 एंड डिलीट नहीं तो हाइड टेबल का ऑप्शन आएगा, हाइड इट. ठीक है. सो फ्रॉम कोड you drag to the code of the other table and then it will give you the relationship option. Yes, so everyone is ready. Please raise your hands if you're ready, then I can go on. खुशी दिख नहीं रहा मुझे, तुम्हारा हाइड टेबल का ऑप्शन दे रहा है राइट पे कि नहीं दे रहा है?
यस
हाँ, हाइड कर दो उसे, एक
यस मैम,
टेबल
दे
को
रहा है
हाइड
हाइड
कर दो.
टेबल. यस मैम.
हाँ, अब सिर्फ 2 टेबल दिखेंगे. हाँ, अब यहाँ पहले वाले टेबल का कोड जो है वहां से ड्रैग करके दूसरे कोड तक लाओ, ड्रैग इट.
ओके मैम.
Okay, all right. So yes, everyone, we have now.
And now it's showing.
हाँ, आ गया. कोड से ड्रैग करके कोड तक लाओ दूसरे टेबल के.
मैम सी.
हाँ, शो मी. हाँ, ठीक है. कोड डायग्नोसिस क्यों आ रहा है? यही मैं बोल रही थी ना तुम्हें, इसमें ऊपर डायग्नोसिस आ रहा है. दिखाओ जरा, दिखाओ नीचे, दिखाओ नीचे, थोड़ा नीचे करो. हाँ, यहाँ पे डायग्नोसिस नहीं आना चाहिए, कोड के साथ कोड आना चाहिए. तुम्हारा डायग्नोसिस कैसे आ गया? ऊपर देखो, ऊपर. हाँ, ये देखो, ये डायग्नोसिस नहीं होगा. अपने टेबल में जो तुम्हारा सेकंड टेबल है कंसल्टेशन का, उसको चेक करो, उसमें तुमने कुछ गड़बड़ की है. पहले कोड होना चाहिए, डेटेड होना चाहिए, डायग्नोसिस होना चाहिए, ऐसे आएगा फीस, वो चेक करो.
ओके.
वहां कुछ गलती हुई फिर ऑटोमेटिकली वो आ जाएगा। बाहर ना, मेरे कमरे के बाहर। जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड ऑल ऑफ यू। Okay, so we are starting now. We have created tables and we have created relationships. Okay, now to the next step, which is the major part of Access, is creating queries. So let me just tell you, in the sense, if you go back to the question, it says write and execute query that retrieves codes and names of the patients, date of consultation, and the consultation fees paid by patients suffering from fever. The query should only show the names of those patients who have exactly 6 characters in their name. इस second part में आपको बाद में कराऊंगी 6 characters का, क्योंकि there are different ways of doing it. तो पहले तो मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि what are we going to do now to create query. Okay, so I hope, am I sharing my screen? Let me share it. Yes, so it is visible now. Now all of you note, we are going to click on the first step is create. I repeat, we are going to click on create. The second step is, as we are going to design a query, so we are going to click on query design now. You can see all of you. Is this what you see? Please do it and tell me, is this what you see on your computers? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Anybody who is not seeing this, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going on. Okay. So listen now again. Same way, I'm adding the tables जिनसे मुझे query लेनी है, ठीक है? So I click on patients, I add. I click on consultation, I add. Now please note all of you, relationship automatically आ गया. क्यों आ गया? क्योंकि one of the very important things you have to do before creating a query is that you have to ensure you have created a relationship. There is no point of creating a query without creating a relationship. So hence, your first step is going to be creating table. Your second step is going to be creating relationship. And your third step is going to be creating query. Do not miss the second step in between. Is this clear, all of you? ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's see. So ये मेरे पास आ गया, ठीक है? अब question क्या कहता है? Let me just tell you. Let's just go back to the question. It says execute the query that retrieves. मतलब query जब मैं run करूंगी तो मेरे पास क्या क्या आना चाहिए? Code आना चाहिए, name of the patient आना चाहिए, date of consultation आनी चाहिए, and consultation fees paid आनी चाहिए by the patient suffering from fever. Now what will I do? Note here all of you. There are different ways of doing it. Let me just show it to you. जैसे कि field, सबसे पहले है field, ठीक है? अब क्या बोल रहा है वो कह रहा है कि मेरे पास कोड आना चाहिए, तो भाई मैंने यहाँ से पेशेंट कोड ले लिया, ठीक है? पहले पे सिर्फ देखेंगे, करेगा कोई नहीं, अभी जब मैं बोलूंगी मैं स्क्रीन दिखा दूंगी, आप उसको कॉपी कर लेना. सेकंड बोलता है कोड के बाद नेम भी आना चाहिए जी, तो मैं यहाँ पे गई, मैंने देखा नेम का है, पेशेंट टेबल में नेम है, मैंने नेम पे क्लिक कर दिया. थर्ड बोलता है डेट ऑफ कंसल्टेशन भी आनी चाहिए, सो थर्ड पे मैं गई, मैंने देखा नीचे डेट ऑफ कंसल्टेशन कहाँ है, ये रही, कंसल्टेशन डेटेड कर दिया, ठीक है? फोर्थ क्या बोलता है, एंड द कंसल्टेशन फीस पेड, सो आई गो ऑन कंसल्टेशन फीस पेड, दैट इज अमाउंट, ये रहा, बाय द पेशेंट्स सफरिंग फ्रॉम फीवर. सो सफरिंग फ्रॉम फीवर का मतलब है डायग्नोसिस पे गई, एंड डायग्नोसिस में ऑल ऑफ यू मैं क्राइटेरिया में जाती हूँ. ओके, डायग्नोसिस में नाउ क्राइटेरिया क्या है मेरा कि भाई फीवर होना चाहिए उसको. I write fever. Okay, just hold on. Okay, it's again the table was open, so again I had this problem. I will have to first close my table. So let me do that. Just hold on. So I'm here and I'm on design. Patient is all okay, it's still open, so I need to click this, the patient one. See this. This is what I get after running my query. Did you see all of you? अगर मैं टेबल पे जाती, मेरे पास पहले टेबल में मेरा कोड था, नेम था, उसने वहां से पिक कर लिया. सेकंड टेबल में डेट ऑफ कंसल्टेशन था, फीस था, डायग्नोसिस था. उसने वहां से दोनों को पिक करके मर्ज करके मुझे ये डेटा दे दिया. Is this clear? मैं अभी steps फिर से बताऊंगी. Don't worry about it. Is this clear? Did you get? Did you understand how do you run a query? Yes or no? Any question?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll repeat. I'll repeat, don't worry, and then I will ask you to do the same thing. Okay, now look here. So let me, do you want to save? No, I don't want to save it. I want to create it again. Okay, so first step, I hope you're writing in your registers. Go on create, click on query design. Again, the same steps, click on patient, add it, click on consultation, add it. Since you have already created the relationship will show here. Now read the question. What is it asking me? क्या-क्या retrieve करना है मुझे? I have to retrieve the code. I have to retrieve the patient name. I have to retrieve the date of consultation. I have to retrieve the consultation fees paid. And I have to retrieve for those people who were actually suffering from fever. So for diagnosis, I had to put this criteria that they are suffering from fever. And the last step, at the top, all of you, please see, there is a red button says run. This means you run the query. Click on run, and this is how you will get your answer. Is this clear, everyone? Any question? Okay. So now all of you have 5 minutes to do it. Come on, do it. इसके बाद मैं 2-4 queries और बना के दूंगी, आपको करनी है अभी, ठीक है? Do it. I'm waiting. 5 minutes. When you're done, raise your hand. Yes, Vaishnavi, बोलो.
Before creating the query, are we supposed to close the patient and consultation tables?
Yes, yes. You have to close the tables. So now I'm waiting for all of you to raise your hand. And meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll put 2-3 more queries in the chat box, and you can do that. They are not in the book. They are not in the question. So you can, those who are done can follow that. Okay. So retrieve.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
how can we run the query?
How can we run the query? You want to know the steps?
No, ma'am, last steps only.
The last step. ऊपर देखो, ऊपर आपको अगर नहीं दिख रहा है, वैसे तो आपको दिखेगा रेड कलर का एक रन करके लिखा होगा. Can you see it? Yes or no? Just tell me that first. At the top, run. अगर नहीं दिख रहा है तो डिजाइन पे क्लिक करो, फिर दिखेगा आपको रन. Anirudh, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm writing a few queries. I've written a query in the chat box. Please run that. So Aksa, you're done with the first query?
Yes, ma'am.
Please start running the other two. All those who are done,
Okay,
can
ma'am.
run the other two, please.
Ma'am, we have to save the query.
Krishna, you're done with the first query or the second one also?
Second one also, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
please continue towards the third one.
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you are done with all three? Vaishnavi, you're done with all three?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Easy?
Yes.
Okay, let's complicate it a bit. All right. So, yeah. Now, if you see the question that was given to you, just hold on. It has put one constraint on what it asks. Just a second. It says what you have to do is, let me just get back to creating a query now again. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do, the question that is actually there in the book. It says write and execute query that retrieves codes and name of the patients, date of consultation, and the consultation fees paid by patients suffering from fever. The query should only show the names of those patients who have exactly 6 characters in their name. Now, how am I going to make sure of that? Okay, let's see. So first, let me add. And it is asking me to have the code, the name, then I have date of consultation, then you have the consultation fees paid by the patient suffering from fever. So just a second. So I know it's going to be, criteria is going to be fever. Now there's one more criteria that he's saying is that the name should have name. So name ka criteria kya hai? Should have only 6 characters. All of you note. I repeat. Just a second. Yeah. So let me just try running it. I don't have anybody. So let me just get back to my patient table actually. Yeah, there's nobody in this actually who has these many characters. So that's why I am not getting any data. But as your data and my data are different, it might be different. So what I'm trying to say here is that this query, I have added one more thing for all of you. Please note, that is that the what if the person has only 6 characters in the name. So that's another criteria that you will have to add. So here you can add, how do you add? 6 question marks. So now you do, I am right. ये वाला तो कर लो पहले, फिर मैं और बताती हूँ क्या करना है. इतना करिए. किसी का कोई आंसर आ रहा है कि नहीं मुझे ये बता दो, क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है, सबका डेटा अलग है. किसी के पास डेटा आ भी सकता है, किसी के पास नहीं भी आ सकता है. इसलिए मैंने बोला था एटलीस्ट 10 डेटा रख लो. So it will be like, you know, chances are more you might have people. Please run this query from the book and then raise your hands. Akash, you can unraise your hand please, so that we can know that final book query किस किसने run की है. Please do it and let me know. I'm waiting. You can see it from here. So it means अगर suppose question में होता 5 characters in the name, तो आप 5 question marks डालते. 6 characters in the name, 6 डाले. 3 होता 3 डालते. ठीक है? Please do it. किसी से भी नहीं हुआ अभी तक. वेट कर रही हूँ मैं. जो क्वेश्चन है बुक का, जब हो जाए तो प्लीज रेज यू. आकाश से हो गया. ओके ग्रेट आकाश. लेट्स वेट. Aksa is done. Everyone should be done. Come on, I'm waiting for everyone to complete it. Only 2 people are done.
Ma'am, will you please share your screen?
Done, ma'am.
Manvi, what are you saying, beta? I could not hear you.
Ma'am, will you please share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. Please see.
And what you have written before question marks?
It is quote unquote. Like तो ऑटोमेटिकली आया, वो मैंने नहीं लिखा, वो आ जाता है, अपने आप आ जाता है. मैं दिखा के देती हूँ आपको, देखो एक बार. कोट्स मैंने डाले हैं. 4 अपने आप ही लाइक ले लेता है. एंड देन आई रन. देखो सेकंड क्वेश्चन. Lipsa is done. Vismay, what about you? Are you not done? Any problem in query? Please ask.
मैम
यस बेटा, टेल मी खुशी।
मैम मेरा हो नहीं रहा था, तो मैंने फिर से टेबल बनाया, क्रिएट किया एक। तो मैम उसमें ना प्रॉब्लम ये आ रहा है कि मैं एक पेशेंट का टेबल बना ली हूँ, सेकंड वाला जब बना रही हूँ तो रीनेम का कुछ ऑप्शन आ रहा है, मतलब रीनेम हो ही नहीं रहा है, बार बार लिख रहा है कि यू कैन नॉट व्हाइल ओपनिंग फर्स्ट, और मैं कट कर रही हूँ तो भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, बार बार ना कुछ आ रहा है एरर करके।
हाँ वो इसलिए आ रहा है, जब तक तुम टेबल को बंद नहीं करते तब तक वो रीनेम नहीं होता ना, टेबल को क्लोज करो फिर रीनेम करो।
मैम कट कर रही हूँ फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है, देखिए बार बार ये आ रहा है।
एक मिनट में देख रही हूँ, चैट बॉक्स में भेजा आपने?
मैम भेजा नहीं, भेज रही हूँ मैं, 1 सेकंड।
भेजो। इसमें तुम्हारा कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, एक्सप्रेशन यू एंटर्ड हैज एन इनवैलिड स्ट्रिंग, स्ट्रिंग कैन बी, क्या एक्सप्रेशन एंटर किया है भाई? इसमें ये किस में आ रहा है, हेपेटाइटिस बी वाले में?
यस मैम।
हाँ तो जरा तुम चेक करो, तुमने जहाँ हेपेटाइटिस बी लिखा है उसमें हेपेटाइटिस और बी के बीच में स्पेस है कि नहीं है?
I have used a hyphen मैम।
हाइफन यूज किया है?
यस।
हाँ तो एग्जैक्टली जैसे यूज किया है वैसे लिखो।
ओके मैम। मैम still same,
अच्छा
it's showing the same।
एक सेकंड लेट मी सी। हाँ इसमें होल्ड ऑन, स्ट्रिंग इज मेरे, so this is showing on diagnosis. Visma, can you send me the this thing picture of the one where जहाँ पे तुमने हेपेटाइटिस बी, आप मुझे वो पिक्चर भेजो, किसी एक डेटा शीट व्यू की पिक्चर भेजो जिसमें हेपेटाइटिस बी लिखा हुआ है।
ओके मैम।
ठीक है, just send it. Okay, Khushi has sent something, let me check. Do you want? टेबल तो खुला ही हुआ है खुशी, क्रॉस करो ना टेबल को, ऐसे कैसे रीनेम होगा?
मैम क्रॉस भी कर रही हूँ फिर भी वही हो रहा है, देखिए मैं उसमें इसलिए वीडियो दिया, देखिए मैंने।
देख रही हूँ मैं, देख रही हूँ, एक सेकंड। यू कांट इट्स कन्वीनिएंट डेटाबेस टेबल 1 व्हेन इट इज ओपन। नहीं, इट इज ओपन। आपके 3 टेबल्स हैं, आपने तीनों ओपन रखे हैं, आप तीनों को क्लोज करो फिर करो उसको रीनेम। एक बार तीनों को क्लोज करके देखो, कोई ना कोई तुम्हारा ओपन है। ओके, ऑलराइट, सो एवरीवन इज डन, कैन आई मूव ऑन? ओके,
मैम
यस बेटा, से इट।
मैम आपने जो कहा था कि क्वेश्चन मार्क लगा के हम नेम को लिमिट कर सकते हैं,
हाँ।
तो वैसा करने के बाद भी मेरे में रिजल्ट कुछ शो नहीं कर रहा, टेबल ब्लैंक दिखा
आपकी
रहा है।
आवाज चली गई, रिपीट करो पूरा, आई कुड नॉट हियर यू।
जो आपने क्वेश्चन मार्क लगा के लिमिट करने को कहा था नेम को,
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
मैंने वही किया, लेकिन क्वेरी में जो है कुछ टेबल में शो नहीं कर रहा है, जबकि एक्चुअली मेरे में वो डाटा एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है तब भी।
अच्छा ठीक है, एक काम करो, क्या शेयर स्क्रीन कर सकते हो?
नो मैम, कैमरा ऑन कर सकते हैं।
फोटो भेज दो, या कैमरा ऑन कर दो या फोटो भेज दो, कुछ भी दिखाओ एक बार मुझे, लेट मी सी।
Yes.
हाँ फोकस करो, दिख नहीं रहा मुझे अभी कुछ। अनिरुद्ध, हाँ, इसका फोकस एकदम क्लियर नहीं है। नहीं अनिरुद्ध, पिक्चर खींच के भेजो बेटा, क्लियर नहीं है, फोकस क्लियर नहीं है।
मैम
सेंड मी।
आप आज का क्लास रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो क्या?
हाँ हाँ मैं कर रही हूँ, रिकॉर्ड कर रही हूँ बेटा, डोंट वरी।
मैम आप उसको सेंड कर देना, मैं उसमें से कर लूँगी।
नोट कर दूंगी। हाँ विस्मय, या सो विस्मय, दिस इज योर डेटा राइट? या हाँ, तो विस्मय तुम्हारा तो हेपेटाइटिस डैश बी, एच बी कैपिटल है, डैश है, फिर उसके बाद बी है, इसको तो एग्जैक्टली ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा ना?
I just did the same मैम, सर।
एक मिनट, हाँ रुको रुको, आई टेल यू।
मैम
हाँ जी बेटा।
मैम वो डैश हटाना पड़ेगा।
अरे हाँ, इसने तो डैश डाला हुआ है यहाँ पे। एक सेकेंड, हाँ हाँ, वेट, क्या दिखा रहा था वो विस्मय, एक मिनट दिखाना, लिखा क्या हुआ था, लिखा हुआ क्या आ रहा था? हाँ डैश डाल दिया ना तुमने, एक सेकेंड। हाँ डैश को हटाओ, इसको डैश को हटाओ, डैश को हटाओ। डैश को हटाओ फिर आ जाएगा। ठीक है, ओके। और किसको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है अभी? एक तो विस्मय को आ रही है, और किसी को आ रही है प्रॉब्लम?
मैंने मैम पिक्स सेंड किए हैं, चेक कर लीजिए आप।
हाँ बेटा मैं देख रही हूँ, एक सेकंड। अनिरुद्ध में देख रही, एक सेकंड वेट। हाँ बेटा, हाँ तुम्हारा है ये 6 क्वेश्चन मार्क्स हैं तुम्हारे 3, और एक सेकंड बेटा 6 है ना, 7 तो नहीं है ना? एक बार काउंट कर लेना अच्छे से अनिरुद्ध, प्लीज चेक करना एक बार अच्छे से।
नो मैम 6 नहीं है।
हाँ 6 है, ठीक है। और अपना अनिरुद्ध जो तुम डेटा कह रहे हो ना कि तुम्हारा डेटा है इसमें, वो डेटा शीट का व्यू भेजो एक बार मुझे, बिकॉज आई वांट टू चेक कि 6 लोग जिनको फीवर है वो है कि नहीं है, वो भेजो। हाँ जी, anybody else who is having any problem?
Ma'am, in the query I had used hyphen for hepatitis B,
हाँ,
and into the data sheet I was able to run the query.
which one? हेपेटाइटिस बी वाली तो क्वेरी तुमने अभी करी, वो निकल नहीं रहा ना, तुम कह रही हो।
I was able to retrieve the data.
Which one? अभी तो जो तुमने दिखाया उसमें नहीं आ रहा, तुम कह रही हो।
No, ma'am, I was able to. I did not send any pictures or anything.
So who was that?
Ma'am, that was my.
अच्छा, you are Vaishnavi. Okay, you are Vaishnavi. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Vaishnavi, hold on. Okay, just hold on. Let me just check. एक्चुअली ये प्रॉब्लम ना एक्सेस में है, ये वाला इशू आता ही है इसमें, थोड़ा सा भी इधर का उधर हो जाए ना कहीं पे तो वो इशू क्रिएट करता है। मैं एक बार बताती हूँ, हाँ होल्ड करो, वेट। या किसका प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? अब इसका विस्मय की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है ना, आई थिंक। हु इज दिस? ये किसने भेजा अभी मुझे? लेटेस्ट कुछ पिक्चर्स आई हैं मेरे पास, आई डोंट नो हु।
मैम मैंने भेजा अनिरुद्ध।
अनिरुद्ध, हाँ ओके। अनिरुद्ध तुम्हारा क्या प्रॉब्लम था? वो 6 नेम्स वाला प्रॉब्लम था ना? हाँ अच्छा, 6 लेटर्स वाला। एक सेकंड, फीवर, लेट मी चेक। तो तुम्हारा जो
मैम एग्जैक्ट 6 होने चाहिए।
नहीं, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही, मैं ये बोल रही हूँ जैसे अगर तुम यहाँ पे देखते हो ना, तुम कह रहे हो कि तुम्हारे पास डेटा है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल तुम्हारा A9 है जिसको फीवर है, ठीक है। A9 वाले का नाम क्या है? लेट मी चेक, मनप्रीत, MANPRIT। तो डेटा तो है ही नहीं तुम्हारा यार। तुम ये देखो ना, कॉमन चीज
एग्जैक्ट होना चाहिए।
नाम बताओ, एग्जैक्ट 6 कैरेक्टर्स चाहिए हमें।
ओके मैम, सॉरी मैम।
ठीक है, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू नहीं पूछा ना हमने, एग्जैक्ट पूछा है।
यस मैम, थैंक यू।
Vismay, if you are facing the problem, you can mail me the file also, because I will have to, since you know, check it. क्या problem आ रही है? I'll check it and get back to you. Maybe you can mail me or you can send it in the chat box. Yeah, Vismay, you're saying something? Right. Okay. So basically, what we have done. Repeat, Vismay. Sorry, I could not hear you. Please repeat. Can't hear you. Write it in the chat box. You're not audible properly. Okay. Others, anybody who's having a problem? Okay, so I'm going to quickly recap what we have done. अभी हमने सिर्फ query designing start की है, you know, just started. We are going to do more of query designing, in the sense we are going to know like what if the name starts with an M, what if the name starts with an N, what if the name ends with an N, what if the name starts with an M and ends with an N, and so on. So these are some of the criteria that I'm telling you. There can be other criteria also that we're going to talk about. But as of now, we have just started. So we now know that how to create a table. We now know that how to create a relationship. And finally, we have just started to know that how do we retrieve the queries. Okay, so you might have different kind of questions in your examination. You can actually go through some of them. I don't know if you've got the hold of the book or not. If you have, then you can actually see some of the questions, like I have just done 10.1 with you. You can see 10.2 and 3. 4 we have almost covered it. 10.4 we have covered, and there are back questions also. You have about a lot of questions, but it doesn't mean that we have done everything. अभी हमने सिर्फ query designing समझा है कि query design करते कैसे हैं, ठीक है? What are the different kinds of queries that we are going to do? We will be doing in our classes. You want me to continue, or shall I mean, call the day off? I am okay either ways. Let me know. How do you want it? Please let me know, everyone. बोलो, आगे पढ़ाऊं?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you will practice this, and I think I will maybe send one more question for this. Till the query designing part, you can try it in case I'm able to get close to what we have already done. And then in the next class, we'll do more of query designing. So I think with that, let me just quickly see if I'm just taking the attendance. Yeah. Okay, so I'll stop recording here. That will be all for today then.